Forster Preservation Society would like to welcome you all to our third Better Barns tour. As defined by Merriam-Webster, a barn is a usually large building for the storage of farm products or feed, usually for housing farm animals or farm equipment. The barns of Forster reflect the use that the owner built it for. Many of the old barns were quite large to house dairy herds and also accommodate the feed necessary to see them through the winter. On the other hand, farms belonging to tradespeople, craftsmen, or laborers tended to be much smaller, as they may have had only a couple of cows, but also sheep, hogs, and chickens to supply their immediate family needs. Forster, after all, was some distance from the city, and so trade goods were not as readily available. A trip to town could take a couple of days with roads as they were back then. Many of the old barns featured in this slide presentation are long gone, and few, if any, residents can even recall them. However, there are a number of old barns still in existence which are a credit to their owners who have chosen to restore them and in the process either use them for their original purpose or adapt them to other uses. Other structures that fit the definition, if not the mental image that we have of barns, could be hen houses, hog houses, corn cribs, and other smaller but necessary outbuildings that were a common accompaniment to early farms in this area. Many old barns fell victim to fires and lightning strikes and were replaced with smaller structures as suited the needs of the farm at that time. In more recent times, many barns have been torn down or disassembled and sold, either avoid the tax burdens of a large building with no apparent use, or because they had deteriorated to a point where they became a safety hazard. New structures being built now are generally not tied to agriculture, but rather to recreation. Most are for housing horses. They still require space for hay storage as well as grain. Many have running water. Other barns constructed today may house construction or other large equipment. How many of these structures will stand the test of time that their predecessors did will remain for a future generation to determine. It is the hope of the Forster Preservation Society that many of the older structures will, over time, be restored so that they are not lost. A well-maintained barn should be as much a source of pride for the current owner as it was for the farmer who built it. We are all stewards of the heritage of future generations and should take that responsibility seriously. Thank you all for joining us today.